What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today when I talk to you about Riot, they do have their earnings this week. I want to go over some expectations for that and where it might be going. Before we get into any of that, make sure to hit that thumbs up, and with that, let's get right to it. So starting off, it is sitting at $10.46 over the last 1 year. It is down 30.73%. Over the last 6 months though, it is up 25.27%. So definitely gaining some pretty good traction for that. Earnings is on the 24th after hours. Current estimates 14 cents, and then $139.11 million for revenue. Over the last 90 days, 5 positive and 1 negative revisions to the earnings per share. As far as a little bit more of a detailed overview, so that 14 cents does work out to be negative 71.11% year-over-year growth. Low end is negative 36 cents, high end is $1.04. So you're going to have like a crazy amount of volatility based on that. Right now, 12 analysts have given estimates. On a side note, revenue, $139.11 million. That works out to be 76.51% year-over-year growth. 123 the low, 149 the high, and that's based on 14 analysts. Currently, the actual implied move is 10.28%. So pretty much we haven't seen this level of anticipated volatility since way back in 2022, which at the time the stock price was roughly around $7. So this is going to be a crazy time as far as what to expect. So ultimately, I think the market is very cutthroat right now. So a lot of the metrics I did just bring up, so earnings per share and revenue, that's just a small percentage of what the market's going to be seeing as a success. It is future guidance. That is literally make it or break it. That's basically it. And historically speaking, so far the last 4 earnings, 3 of them have been seen as misses from their earnings. Again, a lot of that is stemming from their kind of inadequate future guidance. But historically, 2022, 2023 definitely had a good run. But again, on average, there's about a 50-50 likelihood of a beat. So that 10.28% does work out to be $1.08 for the most part in either direction. One thing to take note of though is right here, based on the options, you are seeing a good consensus for it to be roughly around that $13 range. So that is well over the implied move of that 10.28%. Bears on the flip side are anticipating for it to be sub $10. So that's kind of within range. So ultimately, based on all this information, it does show that the market is rather optimistic. But over and above this though, one thing I do like to look at is shorts. I like to analyze this because of course it kind of shows what the counterparties are thinking. So going into this upcoming week, 21.68% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 66.76 million shares overall are being shorted. And you can kind of see shorts have been overall returning a little bit leading into kind of this point. So that does mean, once again, that they also do feel that potentially their earnings could be a beat. So far 2 indicators are definitely signaling upside. A lot of big volatility might be coming though. So you have a lot of big companies unveiling the earnings, a lot of fear that was starting to kind of rise from inflation and whatever else from Friday. So shorts did take advantage of that, and they did increase 2.38 million shares on Friday. So again, just be aware of that. But aside from that, with at 1046, it is right now trading between this S1 and this S2. So 1056, 1221 are going to be the next strong kind of targets for Riot. So potentially post earnings, just take that into consideration. Flip side, 953 and then 788 is going to be the next strong support points. So again, that is kind of a quick overview of where it might be going. If you do want a quick summary post earnings on some of the key highlights that you want and whatever else, if you want that, just throw a comment in the description below. I can definitely consider doing that if enough people like it. But yeah, what is your general thoughts? Throw your price prediction on a side note in the comments below, so then you can kind of look back and see if you were right or not. One final thing though, if you are looking for buy signals, pop over to my Patreon. I give buy signals on stocks, options, and crypto. Many of them have been absolutely on point and bangers. Definitely worthwhile to pop over there and take a look. With all that, appreciate all of you watching.